Hi, I'm Imogen. If you haven't seen my videos before, then welcome. I make plant related content every Friday, and if you've seen my videos already, then welcome back. I was recently browsing Etsy for cute plant pots and came across these, which are 3D printed ones. They are by a brand called Hunter Forester. I bought all of these with my own money, and I just thought they were really cool looking and perfect for succulents or little cacti. And I've been wanting to make some more propagations of some of my succulents, so I thought these pots would be perfect for that. I ordered two kind of sets of pots. So firstly this kind of pink one, which has 6 little slots in. They are all little hexagons, and it has this cute little tray, and you can see the pots all have drainage holes at the bottom. This big one also came with the most adorable little accessories. So firstly, a tiny little watering can, which is in the same 3D printed material as the base and fits in there perfectly. And also this little scoop for, I think, putting the soil in there as well. And again, fits perfectly. So that's my big one. I also got this sort of dark grey little trio, which is in the exact same sort of hexagon design with staggered levels. And as a bonus, they also sent me this teeny weeny little trio, which is a really funky kind of ombre, turquoise, purple, pink colour with a little black tray. And just for scale, you can see the difference in the tiny little one, and I think this is like a regular size. And as I said, I bought these with my own money. I just thought they were really cool pots from a little independent business, and they're what I'm going to be using today. So let's get on with filling those pots with plants. So hopefully you can see and hear me. I've got my camera quite precariously balanced, but I just have my little pots, I've got some gravel, I've got some plants, and also my cacti and succulent mix. So I'm going to put just a little bit of gravel at the bottom of the pots, partly to just weigh it down and also make sure that any water can drain freely through the soil. And then I'll get cutting the plants. So the little scoop is really cute, but it's not the most practical, so I just decided to use a spoon instead. But those 3 are now filled with soil, so I think I'm gonna pick the plants for this before filling up the little 6 hexagon pot, just to kind of start small with this. So I have these little sempervivum, which are looking a bit dried out, but I think I'm going to take this little one out of the pot and sort of give it its own little space. Okay, this one is so tiny. It has got a really good root system on it, so I'm going to put that into one of the little pots. I don't know if that just looks really pathetic or not, but I'm going to leave it like this for now and move on to the other sections. And I do have a little jade plant that has put off a baby shoot, and I think that might be perfect for it. So the 2 plants are connected, but the little one does have its own root system, so I'm just going to cut them apart and kind of hope for the best. Then for the last section, I have this little burrow's tail, so I'm going to maybe take a couple of leaves or of the tiny propagations and pop them into the final section. So I've zoomed in a bit, so hopefully you can see I've pulled out a load of tiny little ones and I'm just gonna pop them in there. And there are those little burrows tails. Now, as a whole, it maybe looks a little bit sparse at the moment, but succulent propagation is kind of a long game, given how slowly these grow, but I have faith that in maybe a year or so, it will have filled out really nicely. Now with my big one, I'm gonna do the exact same thing with some more succulents. I've now finished potting up the bigger 6-pot pink one. It was literally the same thing, so I didn't record it, but we have one of the Sempervivum in this sort of back left one. In the tallest one, I have a Pearl von Nürnberg Echeveria, which is looking a bit sorry for itself and is quite tall, but has a really good root system, and this was the only one that was tall enough for it. And in this section, I have some Crashler mariniara, something like that, a sort of a worm plant succulent, which is the same as is in this back right one, including a sort of a taller one, whereas these are all fairly short. Then I have some more little burrows tails, and finally I just have a jade leaf that I've just popped in there and will hopefully grow. So yeah, these are my 2 little mini succulent planters. I'm really pleased with them and hopefully they will grow really well. I really like the planters themselves. I think the mix of heights is really nice for different types of plants, and now I just need to work out what I'm going to put in the teeny weeny one. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on Friday for another planty video. Bye!